I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. Not after the year I found a present under the tree that knew things about me. Things no one else should have known. I used to love Christmas. The lights, the smell of pine needles, the quiet snowfall that made the world feel smaller, safer. That all ended 3 years ago, the last Christmas I ever spent in my childhood home. My parents had gone all out that year. Every room glowed with soft yellow lights, garlands wrapped around stair rails. And the tree stood tall in the living room, heavy with ornaments collected over decades. Some were handmade from when I was a kid. Crooked and ugly in the way only childhood crafts can be. Christmas Eve felt normal, comforting even. That's why I noticed immediately when something felt off. I woke up around 2:40 a.m. to a sound downstairs. Not a crash, not footsteps. A rustling, like paper being folded. Slowly, carefully. I told myself it was the house, settling. Old homes make noise in the winter. Still, I lay there listening, heart tapping against my ribs, counting breaths until the sound stopped. When I finally fell back asleep, I had a dream of someone standing at the foot of my bed, whispering my name like they were testing how it sounded in their mouth. Christmas morning arrived quiet and gray. Snow fell steadily outside, muting the neighborhood. My parents were already up when I came downstairs, coffee in hand, smiles a little too forced. That's when I saw it, present under the tree, wrapped in plain brown paper. No festive paper, just twine tied in a tight knot. It sat apart from the others, pushed slightly back, like it didn't want to be noticed, or like it did. My mom followed my stare and froze. "That's not from us," she said. My dad frowned. "We opened everything last night." I crouched down, heart pounding. The tag was a small piece of cardboard tied into the twine, written in neat, deliberate handwriting. It was my full name, first, middle, and last. No one ever used my middle name. I laughed, weakly. Maybe it's a joke. No one laughed with me. The gift was heavier than it looked. Inside wasn't clothing, or a game, or anything remotely festive. It was a VHS tape, no case art. Just a white label with black marker. Christmas Eve, 2:13 a.m. My dad stared at it like it might explode. "We don't own a camera," he said. That wasn't entirely true. We used to, before it disappeared. No one said that part out loud. Against every instinct screaming in my chest, I slid the tape into the old VCR we kept in the basement for nostalgia. The TV flickered to life, static crackling before the image settled. Our living room filled the screen. The same tree, the same couch, the same presence. The time stamp in the corner confirmed it. It's 2:13 a.m. The footage didn't move at first. Then the camera shifted, as if whoever was holding it adjusted their grip. I felt my stomach drop when the angle revealed the hallway and the bottom of the stairs. Someone was standing there. Tall, slim, their face was out of frame. I could see their chest rising and falling, slowly, patiently. They didn't move for a very long time. Then they lifted a gloved hand and pointed directly at the couch, at where my family had been sitting earlier that night. The tape cut to static. The TV shut itself off. That's when we heard the knock. 3 slow knocks. Heavy, deliberate. My mom started crying immediately. My dad grabbed the fireplace poker and motioned for me to stay back. The knocking came again, louder this time, rattling the door in its frame. "Open up," a voice called from outside. Low, familiar. It sounded like mine. My dad shouted through the door, demanding whoever it was to leave. Silence followed. Then something slid through the mail slot. Another tag, another piece of cardboard. This one read, You forgot to check the attic. We never went up there. It wasn't forbidden, it just felt wrong. The stairs were narrow and steep, the door always cold to the touch. Against every rational thought, I climbed. The attic smelled like dust and damp wood. A single light bulb flickered overhead. Boxes were stacked neatly, far more organized than anything we'd ever stored. At the far end sat a camera on a tripod, pointed directly at the stairs. Next to it was a stack of tapes, each one labeled dates, every Christmas for the last 10 years. Behind them was a final present, wrapped in brown paper, with my name on it. Inside was a note. I've been watching you grow up. You make the best faces when you're afraid. See you next Christmas. The police found no fingerprints, no forced entry, no explanation for how the tapes existed. We moved out 2 weeks later. The house sold quickly, too quickly. Every Christmas since, I receive a small package in the mail. No return address, just a tag with my name and the year. I don't open them anymore, but I know what's inside. Because last year, the handwriting changed. It looked exactly like mine. If this story kept you listening until the end, you're not alone. Subscribe for more true-style Reddit horror stories. And remember, not every gift is meant to be opened.